Today with us we have Dr. Santwana Pandey ma'am, Assistant Professor at Guru Ghasidas University. Welcome to the interview ma'am.
Thank you.
Ma'am, it would be very great if you could please introduce yourself a bit.
Yes, definitely. Hello everyone, myself Dr. Santwana Pandey. I am Assistant Professor in the Department of Political Science since last 10 years. I joined this university in 2012 and since then I am teaching in this institution all the undergraduate and postgraduate students. At the same time also I am guiding the research students in the PhD and pre-PhD as well. And overall this is about myself. Now you can proceed.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, my first question is, you have held key positions at Education Institute throughout your professional career. What keeps you connected with the education sector, and how was your overall experience so far with this institute?
Actually, if you talk about the experience, it was really a very nice experience. And as an academician, we feel that when we give push to the students in academic field to achieve something new, something different, because in higher education institutions, so many different dimensions of the students they come to the university. They have different visions, they have different angles of thinking as well. You cannot expect the students to be in a stereotype manner, or whatever you are thinking, you cannot pose them.
Yes.
They have their own energy, they have their own visions, and definitely they have their own thinking and set pattern as well. So as a teacher, as an educator, I feel very happy and very enthusiastic when I go to the class, when I talk to the students. Although in last 2 years we were connected in the virtual mode to the students, but even then we were feeling that okay, the students are not physically coming to the university, but even then they are very much enthusiastic. They always want to think something new. They always want to act something like out of the boxes. So it was really very nice with me as an academician.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, secondly, being the assistant professor at Guru Ghasidas University, what are your roles and responsibilities towards the students?
Actually, being an academician is in itself a very large, we can say, chunk of the responsibility of the society as well, because we have the major responsibility of developing the career, at the same time developing the value system, and developing the youths as we want to see them in the coming 10 to 20 years. So we have a vision how we want to see our own country after 10 to 15 years, or we can say 20 years. So in that perception, we will have to think and we will have to act accordingly. Even our gesture, our dressing system, our speaking style, our body language, so on and so forth, things they affect. We even don't know. Sometimes we don't know, but they affect our students in each and every sense.
Yes.
And at the same time, we also remember our own reactions when we used to be the students, and when our teacher came to the class, and what type of behavior she had or he had, and what type of affection we had with him or her.
Yes.
So such type of things, we see that it is really a very big responsibility. If you are portraying the students, if you are making them career oriented, if you are helping them in developing the visions for their future, as I.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, do you have any extracurricular activities or programs to enhance the skills of students or expose them to the real world challenges?
Yes, definitely. We do so many activities because as a subject of political science, we focus in our classrooms on the theory. But in between also, we conduct so many activities. Just as in the last academic year, we conducted the election, or we can say this voting campaign, awareness campaign among the students who were the first-time voters. It was all sponsored by the National, Election Commission of India. And recently also we conducted one very important competition of self-written poetry in the language of Chhattisgarhi language, indigenous language. And it was all patriotic poems, and students very energetically they participated, and they also posed different deliberations as well, and it was all very nice and energetic experience from the student side. Although both of these we can say activities they conducted in the online mode, and prior to that we conducted in the first experience was that we conducted in the offline manner when everything was normal, and then we shifted to the virtual platform. But even then we were expecting that the students will not be that much encouraged, because physically when they come and participate there's a different level of energy. But on the virtual platform, at the same time we found that the students they are very much energetic, they are very much participatory as well, and they felt so happy in we can say participating in all these activities. And one more important literary club we are running with this, that the name is Paridrishya. And in that particular club, the students they come with their own originally writing. They discuss and debate so many things, so many issues of the social concern as a student of political science. And sometimes they also discuss the scripts of the movies, or we can say which come in the political angle. Just as in the last debate, they discussed about the film, not the film exactly, Maharani, which was based on the Bihar politics. It was really a great discussion on the part of the students. We were also a part of it. So we were overwhelmed by the response of the students when we see that, okay, these students are full of energy and only we have to give right direction to them. Otherwise, if we will let them do whatever they want, so what will happen? They sometimes, because they are students, they can't imagine that this step can be wrong as well. So till now we don't have the such type of negative experience, but we always remain prepared as a teacher. Just as I remain prepared as a mother in my own home for my own kids, just in the same way we remain prepared for the students, that no harm should come to them and they should be safe in when they are associating us. So it is a responsibility towards our own part that they should do everything in a very positive manner.
This is very impressive.
Yes, definitely.
Yes, ma'am.
And the whole credit goes to the student, not to us.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, what do you see as the greatest strength of Guru Ghasidas University?
Actually, the strength, we can say, that is our teaching method. The more deeply we can teach to the students, the more theoretically we can make them understand, because theory is the base of every knowledge. So when we teach political science, we focus on the theory. We tell them that if you have the clear-cut ideas regarding theory, and when you will be able to analyze the events, the political events, whether they are going in the national politics, whether they are going in the international scenario, you will be able to feel the pulse of that particular phenomena, because each and every person is seeing what is happening, but only a political scientist know that why this is happening. Yes. So you will have to go in why, not what is happening. It is everyone is looking at that, and everyone it is very clear to everyone. But a student of political science always try to know that why it is happening. There are some specific reasons, there are some best interest of the persons, whether we consider the policy of the government, whether we consider the international scenario. Recently all of us know about the Russian-Ukraine crisis. So all such events are somewhere they are posing that there is some vested interest over there, and that is why the people are taking this and that action. So as a student of political science, we always tell them that you go deep into the theoretical aspect, and our teaching and making them understand the we can say observation. Yes, ma'am. That is most important part of our strength, we can say.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, what are some of the biggest challenges you see both for higher education in general and for Guru Ghasidas University specifically?
Okay, challenges are so many, as we all can see. Sometimes we find that they are, in general, if you see in the higher education institutions, we see that challenges, sometimes we don't have the sufficient number of regular faculty members, sometimes we don't have the resources, sometimes we don't have the infrastructure. But even then, we see that they are the challenges, definitely. Yes. And it depends upon the situation that in which we are working. But definitely, the picture is not, we can say, dark. Yes, and we are very much optimistic. We are having the new, we can say, changing dimension of higher education. Because if we talk about particularly the institution, we can see that, okay, they are growing, they are running, trying to make the pace with the others. And at the same time, if we talk about the scenario, the whole you can say the whole system of higher education is getting tremendously changed.
Yes.
So new things are getting. So now it is on our part that it is the responsibility of our own generation that we have to get akin to this new change. And the more we will be able to adapted to it, the more it will be convenient and easy for our students to get it tuned. So it is really a challenge, we can say, but at the same time, I will also say that it is an opportunity for us. So I will not take it as a we can say dark aspect, but I will say that okay, it is a really new opportunity that we are getting, and definitely we will have the benefit of it.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, lastly, any suggestions you would like to give to the current youth and aspiring students?
Actually, suggestions are so many. If you ask from a teacher, he has a huge number of suggestions, but in nutshell, I would like to say that the present generation is full of potential. The present generation is full of energy, and at the same time, they have a much more sense of adapting new things.
Yes.
So we, for the youths, my only short message to the youths of this present generation is the problem sometimes come to the students, or we can say youngsters, that they want to get everything in a very high speed, and at the same time they become victim to depression and all such things. So first of all, strengthen yourself, because you have so many potentials, and at the same time you will have to be very much careful about choosing for yourself what you want. First of all, you will have to ask from yourself that what you want from yours.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't fulfill the expectation of your parents or mother and neighbors and relatives and all that. No, you will have to make yourself happy. Then only you will be able to make others happy. So
Yes.
it is a very we can say pertinent aspect of the present young generation.
Amazing. And with this, we come to an end of this interview, this wonderful conversation. Thank you so much, ma'am, for doing this interview and coming for this interview.
Thank you, Vivanshuji. Thank you for sharing and giving me this opportunity to talk to you and College Dunia as well. And I will be very happy if students get any query, and I shall be very happy to welcome their queries and any comments and suggestions as well.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much.